So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to episode number 17 of our career mode here on the F1 2018 mod. So here we are then, we've got our upgrades. Here it is, the wonderful one on the engine and the wonderful one on the rear downforce. So we've actually almost matching Mercedes in terms of performance, but they did put another upgrade on their car, so that does not surprise me one bit. Now really I should be going for the fuel saving maybe, but I think our engine is good enough to go for now. I mean, I might start upgrading the chassis here. We got weight redistribution, weight reduction here. What else we got? Tyre wear. We could probably do with a tyre wear one, you know, that might be good. You know what, we're gonna go for tyre wear. Wait, aero maybe. Aero. Yeah, I'm gonna go for aero. Change my mind. Gonna go for front downforce. Develop that. We'll get that on the car. And anyway, let's get to the race. We did win. If we take a look, we won the last round out in Austin, Texas. So let's see if we can repeat that again. I mean, we are qualified in second place then, just behind Lewis Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo had a good qualifying as well, but Bottas only qualified in fifth, so that is good news for us then here in the championship. So let's see who's around us then. I mean, if we go to the strategy here, pit lap number 7, so probably pit lap number 6, or maybe we'll stick to strategy this time round. Who knows? But here we are then, Daniel Ricciardo right in behind us. Maybe we can get another 1-2 for Red Bull. Get a pretty decent start. Managed to get alongside Lewis Hamilton. We're using that new engine power, but obviously with the engine power we're going to get more fuel usage, so we need to work on getting the fuel usage down for the next few upgrades. But again, I'm going to go for front downforce. Like I said, I'm going to continue to develop the aero package on this Red Bull. Red Bull was always one of the leading aero packages on the out of the grid, but it has appeared that Mercedes and Ferrari managed to match us with that and overtake us, so we need to get back on top of that. But for now, we're leading this race here in Mexico. We've only got 2 rounds left of this one. We've got Brazil, and then we've got Abu Dhabi. Oh my god, cut the corner a bit there, that's compromised us a bit. But we're out in the lead, and we've got Daniel Ricciardo as a bit of a rear gunner, and hopefully he can get onto the back of Lewis Hamilton. But a fairly tidy first lap, apart from that minor corner cut. Didn't really gain any time from it because it compromised us on the exit. But through the stadium section we've bunched up, and look at that behind. And I can see McLaren in about 5th place, so that's good for them. I mean, we've got Kimi in 4th, but I'm not sure where Vettel is. So that's a pretty poor from Vettel then. As we set the fastest lap of the race, and you see Daniel Ricciardo's right up behind Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton has to go defensive then here on the first lap. I'm going to go back to the racing line. Can Daniel Ricciardo make it past Lewis Hamilton? There's no DRS of course, and I don't think he's able to do it. So it looks like we've managed to pull out a little bit of a gap then. And we're going purple here through this first sector on our second lap of this race. And Hamilton's closed it down a little bit through there. Sort of have to get really cautious on the curbs here, but the car is feeling a lot quicker this time round since we put those 2 upgrades on the car. The rear downforce seems a lot better. I mean, I would be struggling through here, as you saw like we did in USA through the first sector. It's kind of similar to that section there, so I'm not really struggling with rear downforce, which is good. And there's a lot more power in the engine. You can see it visibly, like we're able to pull away from the Mercs here. It's not as good as the Mercs, but I'll have a lower downforce setup than the AI as their default one. But we seem to be doing alright, but Hamilton isn't letting us get away. So we've not managed to completely fly away from everyone, but we set another fastest lap of the race. Hamilton's right behind us, DRS is enabled, but he's not going to get anything yet. But he is getting a bit of a tow, and he is able to come at us by the looks of it. I'm going to stick to the racing line, hope he doesn't dive it down our inside, which he doesn't. Drop it down to 3rd, and this is going to be his real chance here where he's got DRS. This is going to be his first overtaking opportunity. I don't think he's going to be able to make anything of it. He's a bit far back here. It's nice to be in control of this race. I mean, we're going purple again as well, which is good. as I've lost the rear there, which is not good. As I was saying, being in control of the race, as we collide with our teammate there, because we lost the rear end. So as I was saying, yeah, lots of rear. Oh my god, we've messed that up. As I was saying, lots of rear downforce, but not enough there. There was more traction there, which cost us, and wow, we've really fumbled that up. But we're gonna have to use a bit of rich mix probably to catch back up to Lewis here, and hopefully he doesn't pull out too much, because I was hoping to try and take back-to-back wins here. But Bottas seems to, maybe the pressure's getting to him, because he's not in the top 5 here, and even if we get a podium, we're going to get some good points on him. So Hamilton's got some clear air and he's making the most of it. 1.8 seconds is the gap, and now we've got Daniel Ricciardo, who's going to be coming straight up our inside down here. Surely he is. Got the rich mix. He's not able to catch up. He's topped out there. So we've responded to Lewis Hamilton here. We've set a fastest lap of the race. So we're going to have to keep up this momentum and get onto the back of him, and I'm going to pit when he does. That is the strategy. Not going to go for any undercut nonsense. Just going to go for the standard. Stick to what Hamilton does. If he pits, I pit. Brendan Hartley is out the race. Hopefully that doesn't bring out the safety car. I really do not fancy a safety car around here. We don't need one. 0.8 is the gap to Hamilton here. So Hamilton's coming to the pits, and I wasn't expecting that. I just wasn't expecting that, and that's completely thrown me, and I wasn't able to follow in him. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Right. Use the rich mix. Oh, what's going on here? This could be a safety car if we're not careful. Caution's out in sector 1. Gonna have to use the rest of our rich mix because he's gonna get an undercut, and I've got to find the DRS button there. Maybe the overcut will work, who knows. Right, we've gone purple through the middle sector, which is good. This is good for us here. So we've used almost all our spare fuel. Got a bit wide out of that corner there, but here we are then coming into the pits. Ricciardo doesn't follow us in, but let's see where we come out compared to Lewis Hamilton, because he obviously beat us to the first pit stop. Everyone else seems to be staying out, but there might be a few cars coming in now. No, can't see anyone coming in. So maybe Lewis has gone for an early pit stop. Maybe he's gone for the undercut, being smart. Let's see where he is then. Going to be coming out of the pits any second now. Can't see him anywhere. Where is he? Did he have damage and that's why he pitted? Oh, there he is. So the undercut hasn't worked for him. He's obviously got stuck in traffic, and we've managed to make the most of those ultra soft tyres. But now we're stuck in a bit of traffic here behind Sorokin. Can use rich mix. I'm just going to dive bomb him up the inside. Oh, where's he going? Up the inside there. Job done. Lovely manoeuvre in the end. We're coming around the final corner then, under that little bridge, around this long right-hander. Ricciardo's in the pits, and Raikkonen has actually jumped Lewis Hamilton in the pits, so Hamilton, by pitting early, has really screwed his race up, and it looks like Daniel Ricciardo might get out ahead of Raikkonen, and maybe we can get a 1-2 here for Red Bull. Like I said at the start of this race, no, Raikkonen's ahead of him, but that could all change, because Ricciardo is obviously going to have the newer tyres for the end of this race. So I don't know where the Mercedes are, where has their performance gone, because Ricciardo's ahead of Hamilton, so where on earth is Bottas? This is going to be really good for us in the championship, and the constructors as well, if both Red Bulls finish ahead of the Mercs. I mean, we're in behind Gasly now. Need to clear him before we start losing time, as well as Leclerc in that Sauber. We run a bit wide in the dirty air there. Having to drop it down a gear. Really struggling behind this Honda powered Toro Rosso. Go to the inside. See, we lost a second through there compared to the last lap. And the last lap we managed to set a purple lap. So hopefully Leclerc comes in the pits. Palmer's come in the pits. You can see he was leading the race. Right, there we are then. Round the final corner. Picking up some DRS as well. Raikkonen is ahead. of Ricciardo, who's in 3rd place, and then Hamilton back in 4th. I wonder where Bottas is, but we've got some nice clean air here. So here we are then. Kimi Räikkönen's been catching us over the past few laps, and so's Daniel Ricciardo, been following him as well. He's going to go around the outside. We hold it up the inside there, and that's going to allow Ricciardo to get a bit dicey with him, and Ricciardo overtakes Kimi Räikkönen there. So can Ricciardo keep it ahead for the next few laps? I mean, we've not got long left in this race. We've got about a quarter of the race left, well, about a third of the race left. So let's see if we can keep our teammate at bay now. Hopefully the team tell him to stay behind us, but there's no team orders on this game, so let's keep on pushing. Oh, we've royally messed that up, and that's allowed our teammate through. We come flying up the inside there, very aggressive, asserting our authority. Come on. This is not what we need, a battle again. I mean, I've pitted earlier than these guys, and the tyre wear, oh, it's not as bad as I thought, but maybe it's just a mental thing. Maybe the pressure of the championship's getting to us. But we're on the straight then. They're going to get the DRS, surely. Oh, getting on the AstroTurf there. Right, let's see if we can just hit our apexes and not make any mistakes. But we've got to think about defending here. And actually, we get away with it all right, to be honest. Right, last 5 laps. Let's keep pushing. We are again then, Daniel Ricciardo. I'm going to go to the inside line. This is going to be the story for the rest of this race, I think. Ricciardo lining up a move on us, even though Shunks are in a championship battle. We go very defensive there. Keep him at bay. And looks like we're going to survive for another lap. So lap 17, well, lap 16, we managed to set a fastest lap of the race. We used a bit of rich mix, got our head down, dug deep, and managed to set another fastest lap of the race. So 2 laps to go, starting to build a bit of a healthy lead over Ricciardo. So let's keep this momentum going and see if we can get back-to-back wins here at Mexico and the USA, obviously, in the last round. So here we are then. You can see our fireworks are up in the stadium section of the Mexican Grand Prix. We're going to come around the final corner. We're about to lap either, I think it's Stroll maybe, but we managed to take back-to-back wins in the last 2 races. What a charge, late charge and late push from Red Bull in terms of development, pushing us on for the Drivers' Championship. So let's see how we're going to line up after that race, because that was a really good result. A 1-2 for Red Bull as well. We're chasing down Mercedes in the constructors. Maybe it could be right to the wire. I mean, look at that. Ferrari on the podium as well. That's really helping us out. I mean, let's take a look at the standings here. You can see where are they? Well, Bottas. I can't even see Bottas. Maybe I'm just being blind, but the McLarens did well, 7th and 8th. Where's Mercedes? Bottas was 4th. So where was Hamilton? 12th? What? Right, so here are the standings then. We're joint top of the Drivers' Championship. That is fantastic news. I mean, Ricciardo could even jump Hamilton here. This is crazy. I mean, if we look at the constructors now, it can be really close. 7 points. Red Bull could possibly take the constructors as well. That is mad. That is absolutely crazy. Crazy charge right at the end. So we've got to keep the R&D going. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, remember to give it a like, comment and subscribe for more. So we'll see you in the next one.